What is poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We've got our first of our EX7 footage. Wowee! And it is more Dark Masters, because people like Dark Masters, and because this is what was here on round 3, and then Zephagamon, so proof that we are in EX7. As we're going to see the Shoto, which you can get out of the Evo Cup stuff coming down. Pretty poetic, I guess, that it comes in. We have the terriermon, and it looks like we're going to see the Digimon with the double pickup and a machine in the back. This one should be a pretty fun matchup, as we're going to see the Galemon come down. And then, since there are 2 or fewer tamers, you get to play that Shoto Kazama. And that is going to be the one that turns everything into a blocker, but no blocker to be had here, as we're going to crash into security and die, and put down the terriermon to pass over just 1. Let's get the pickup on the Shoto. It's 1 bird and 1 liberator, so this one will double hit. So you can go like double Digimon, you can go Digimon plus tamer. It's such a flexible searcher. They like actually crazy. I'm gonna suspend the Terra and we're gonna kill the Shoto that gives blocker, presumably. Goodbye, sample text. But yeah, it's good to finally have some EX7 footage. I unfortunately was late to Fanboy this week, so I was only able to get 2 rounds, but it does mean I get the final, so you'll be seeing some PGSC footage, which should have a game with me as well as round 1. But yeah, I'll try and get some more footage on the channel just in general. Gonna see the Digimon Liberator option, again something you can get from coming into locals, which is gonna help start swarming the board as we can see these Terramons come down. Yes, you killed the Shoto in Minecraft, but look how many of these are just coming down, search after search. I'm just gonna add another rookie, the 4th one. What are we looking for? What are we looking for? It must be some sort of bridge. I'm assuming he's looking for like the 5, because like you pick up a 4 and you go from there. Still getting to keep turn, Omega lol. Just commit the 5th rookie, why not? Playing on board is kind of awkward, because if he gives the 4, doing it manages to get that reduced cost, and then we're gonna finally pass turn with the green memory boost. And presumably the machine is gonna come out and digivolve the Galemon. First we're gonna commit to an analog youth. All 3 Dark Masters shown off here. Actually, no, wait, one of those is a Parasimon instead of Puppetmon. Swing the Digivolve, and you get a delete. Swing it into security, and then down comes the Wisemon, which is a new tech, I want to say, because I feel like we didn't see the Wisemon from Derek before. And looks like we're going to put them to the bottom, and then we'll be passing over turn with 5 memory, which, yowzers, that's a lot. And the thing is, though, we committed the 4 to board, and do we have another 4? We do have the training and the boost. Looks like we do. Gonna get the suspension with the Galemon, and I mean we should be able to make. I saw the 5 in his hand. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I see a 7 cost, so we definitely have the 5 in hand. But is he actually going to use it? Just double checking to see, because he obviously knows he's going to get aced at some point. Going to go training to evolve for 1, and then going to suspend the Terriermon to give the DP, I'm pretty sure. Out comes Mucho. So once again, criminally wide board, but you do have to be careful, because Grand Quagamon Ace is going to go crazy here. We do have Vortex. And looks like we're going to try and swing 2 checks piercing into the Veemon. Suspending the Mucho. And we are just going to bot deck the attacking target, but we're still going to get to swing again, thanks to it being unsuspended. Once again, another suspension to non-once per turn unsuspend. So we're getting our entire board sideways in order to have the Vortex Warrior swing at the Grand Coup. Ooh, bot deck the... Yeah, I mean, bot decking the machine definitely stops you from having any other interrupt targets. So we are just going to let it hit, and that's going to be 4 memory and a piercing check. And just all the security completely cleared in one go, just blowing it completely out of the water. And on a complete off turn, it's not like anything's going to be pushing out of security, so passing over far too much here. This game 1's looking pretty good for Zephagamon. Green OTK is kind of back. Like, we managed to go wide, we managed to go tall, we managed to go fast and furious. And We're just going to pass over the Pinocchio. So it looks like we get the choice to delete and unsuspended, which is going to kill the Vortex Warrior, but it's not going to matter because we can swing into game 2. Whilst they are getting shuffled up, I do want to say a thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel. Big thank you to all of our members. Starting from the top, we do have the Mega Justice Josh, who is an ultimate here on YouTube as well as a tier 3 on Twitch. And for our ultimates, we do have the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on Sticks, 3 Strike Rule, and Brad. And then for our champions, getting bonus content from the podcast 1 month early, Shinny Carey, Coffee Deus, DHM, Solar Ouroboros, King of Knights, Andy Fing, Squid Eater, Benji Gibber, Thomas Yates, Kenneth Smith, and Thamata FGC. Big thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel. And our rookies, Greatness Beam, Balfi, Bonsai Beard, and Turtle Sovereign also deserve a special shout out as well. And we'll try and get the Digi Eggs towards the end or in game 3. No rookie this time, so we're going to open up with the green training, which is going to find us the Muchomon, and down comes Gigadramon once again as we double hit into the Machine, and it's going to pop itself and put one of those machines in the back. Down comes Shoto, down comes Digimon Liberator, which does reveal another Shoto. It doesn't look like Saph's on any sort of memory setter with these, which is really interesting. And that is enough to pass turn, just making sure that we actually had the correct memory passed over. Out comes Machine, and we're going to go into Omnimon Zwart, interesting enough, which is going to mill 3. Does find 2 aces, so you could just commit double ace here, but we're going to go Master Ace as well as the Gigadramon. I actually kind of thought we would see the Vike, but the Master, I guess, fair enough. Oh, it's because the Master plays out a body from hand, so you get to basically just domain expansion further. So we're going to have the Lady Devi. Oh no, the Mephisto get paid down by the Master, and then use the Gigadramon to pop the Mephisto to get the machine in the back without giving up board presence. So, I mean, Saph really didn't pass him much, but just having to training for that rookie to start things off puts him a turn behind, and Dark Masters are immediately in a position where they can kind of just scam you again. Gelmon going to come down with a reduced cost by 1, thanks to Shoto Kazama. And do we have a 5? I mean, we're considering going for the training, which we didn't crack before. Paid the 1 cost, and then we're actually still going to keep the full cost here, so we're going to get the suspension onto the Gigadramon. And then the Grand Galemon is going to be looking to presumably swing. Do have to be careful, because Mega Gargamon Ace could come through, and right on the cue is going to immediately get it, and we are going to reboot. And we go in with the Machine, does hit 1. Swing, end of attack, unsuspend, swing, swing, I mean, you don't lose anything from a swing in, right? Oh, does hit the Galemon out of security, which is kind of nice. Going to swing and pop it with the Omnimon Zwart, so I guess it doesn't actually matter. Then we're going to just end on an Omnimon Zwart, and Saph is immediately going to start shuffling for game 3. Whilst they are getting ready to go into that third and final game, though, I do want to say a big old thank you to our DigiEggs. Don't always get to shout you guys out, but for as little as £1 a month, you guys can support the channel and get your name shouted out whenever I can. Jambo TCG, John Esposito, Rose Pierce, Christian Royal, Solander Sains, Yuxo, Evan Turner, Onyx Arlen, King Fujitoro, Jean Munoz, and Walter Caceres. Big thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel. If you haven't already, please make sure you are subscribed. A lot of you think you are subscribed and you find out that you're actually not, so appreciate it if you can try and push us towards 3k. It would be a big old milestone for the rest of us, and if it is within your means, please consider joining the memberships, and if not, Twitch Prime. If you've got Amazon Prime, your Twitch Prime can be free. We're gonna actually see a rookie, what's it called? The Mother D Reaper hatched here, which is kind of surprising. I don't normally see that out of Dark Masters players, but at least not turn 1 unless you're going for like an analog youth. So I guess just choosing to try and push up. Maybe he drew into Shoto. Maybe that's what it is, because we're at EX7 list now. So maybe he drew into Shoto and wants to set up a blocker in next turn. Gonna see the Cherubi, which is a new tech as well. And in comes the Piedmon to the back. So got a Lady Devi, we got a Mother, which I guess is raid protection, but you're looking down the barrel of Vortex here. 2 Shotos in the back, and yeah, we're definitely missing a rookie, so we're just going to see the 5-cost Galemon, which is barely... Oh, okay, now I'm going to go for the Rapidmon, so it gives him a little bit more, but this one can't be removed from field, which is a better use of his memory, realizing that, yeah, with the Piedmon in the back, it would get shot. Like, the Piedmon would just push up, swing, pop, and unsuspended immediately. Whereas this will at least protect it from deletion, which would threaten an ace in theory, but more importantly is just going to make sure that as the cleanup comes through, you're not just going to immediately get shredded. We are going to see the immediate mill, and ooh, that's about as good as it can go. Lady Devi going to come down, and then the Edamon is going to taunt. We're going to start off main gain 1, and we're going to suspend, and we're going to kill the reduced cost Shoto. Is going to let it go through with the security check, and is going to die. And things are looking pretty rough for Zep here on the Green Birds. Whereas Dark Masters is just... I mean, this is technically... Okay, it's not technically game on board because the Mother D Reaper cannot swing. But gonna get those, the Terriermon down. Passes over 3, and I guess we'll just have to see where it goes. Gonna swing, pop the potential ace target. Is going to hit a Shoto out of security, which is unfortunate. Going to swing in. Second Shoto comes down. Monka S. Yeah, and I don't hate holding off and swinging here. I think, like, if you were going to try and go for the checks, like, there's still no mem setter, so I wouldn't hate him just going down for the, just, like, swinging in with the Grand Quagamon to just put him on better habit. But we're just going to pass him over 1 with the Mirai, and then we're going to get the Piedmon in the back, not losing anything of real value because the suspended Edamon did get popped. Pushing out, going up to 3, we're going to correct the training, and we're going to suspend the Shoto to get a 0 cost Evo from Galemon into Grand Galemon. And we should still be able to maybe make a Vortex play here with the Zephagamon, but man, this is such a rough position. I think even if he doesn't swing here, I'm pretty sure he picked up the Ultimate Chaosmon, so the Dark Masters probably can just make a DNA play that ends the game next turn, depending on how much they get past. Do have the purple/green source, but I don't think we have the yellow-black. I'm gonna swing in and we're coming in unsuspended. I think just confirming what the actual effects are on board. So we're gonna swing. And then Grand Galemon is going to achieve its final form. Out comes Zephagamon. And then that is going to be the suspension on Grand Quagga, which is going to suspend the Shoto to then get that redirect target. We're going to hit into a calling out of security, but the 2 checks is still enough to bring the clock down. Suspension onto Lady Devi. This does not feel amazing here for the Dark Masters. It feels like suddenly Zephaga is back in control. Ooh, we have the option to go with it. I'm going to swing at the Lady Devimon, and then we're going to gain a memory, and then we are going to clear it. It does hit 2 checks once again. We were looking for the Pally Ace. But, I mean, the Pally Ace is still going to come through. Bad Gaia Force once again bails out Derek. Truly, he is a master of putting 16k DP Digimon in his security when he needs them most. An unparalleled talent. Down comes the Terriermon. Digimon Liberator card feels real good. Like, it definitely feels like there's a lot of value to come out of it. And ooh, okay. Suspension and gets the bot deck on the onto the Omnimon Swap by suspending just his Terriermon. Suspend a 3 to get a 7 off the board. It's kind of crazy. Well, I mean, here comes the brand new one. So in it goes. Gonna bring out the Granku. So we're gonna suspend. Gonna pop the... Okay, popping the other one, and then we are going to make... We are going to make the end of turn DNA into the Ultimate Chaosmon thanks to the Mirai, which is going to just bot deck the body. So that stops him from being in Omega trouble, but we do still gain the memory off the Shoto, and one is still unsuspended. So in theory, you could still be in danger. We're going to have the Pteramon come down, going to have the Galemon come down. Does have some extra power, chances to play. We are going to get the suspension onto the Ultimate Chaosmon. No blockers here. But obviously no rush either. But, I mean, if we can achieve Vortex, the game is over. This Vortex does give that rush. But we don't have the memory setter Shoto, so I don't think we're going to be doing any silly roleplay, Vortex, player change, end the game, spend like 11 slam kind of thing. So looks like we're going to evolve a Humble 3, and then we are going to go for the self-suspension. Shoto to go sideways, and do we get the Vortex? No, we do not, but we do get an unsuspended body. This is, I mean, this in theory is still game on board. In theory. The problem is you have to swing this way first to go to 3 checks, and then you do have to try and swing the last. Is that the security Galemon? Finally, we're going to see the Shoto come out of hand, the memory setter coming through. And if you can swing and pop the Galemon with the Omnimon's What, then that technically is game. We are going to block it though. I guess the Omnimon's What couldn't do it. We don't have enough to finish, and you have to make a blocker. Like, he has to make a blocker. He's got 3 memory that he just doesn't have. And that actually might be it. He might just be out of resources. The Gigadramon is going to come down, and he has to see the DNA piece, or the, well, I mean, he has to see really just Mega Gargamon Ace. We're going to pop the Lady Debbie to put the machine in the back. We're going to push up. We are going to confirm that there are currently no blockers, and it is just that single Ace target source. And it has to be exactly Mega Gargamon Ace here. Into the Galemon. Galemon gonna come in for cheap. Training. Are we searching for? I think were we searching for the Zephaga? Both of them are on no security here. We're not going to pick up the Zephaga, so I guess we were looking for the 5. We are going to swing. We are going to see the Mega Gargamon Ace come through. Mega Gargamon Ace is going to attempt to block and is going to succeed in doing so. We're going to drop the Galemon, and it is going to be looking to call it. He just unfortunately wasn't able to get into the Zephaga over memory steal, but Mega Gargamon Ace was actually the clutch up for it. So ultimately it is going to be Dark Masters, I believe, coming through with the victory. If you like what you saw and are finally happy to be an EX7 and want to see more, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And as always, have yourselves a damn good one.